Welcome to the Smoking Gorilla Lounge. I'm Eric.
I'm Dan.
Tonight we are reviewing the Rocky Patel Sun-Grown Maduro. Wonderful little stick here. It is rolled in Rocky's Nicaragua factory, the Tavicusa factory. USA, Connecticut broadleaf wrapper with Nicaraguan binder and filler.
Rocky's been doing the sun-growns for more than 10 years now, but it's only with this release that he started doing a Maduro.
The Maduro. It's a really stronger kind of, as they mentioned in CA also, it's like a really stronger, deeper.
Beefy kind of, yeah. Yeah, it's a, we're smoking the 5x50.
The Robusto.
Robusto. It's so-called trunk press, which, as opposed to a box press, where the cigars are pressed literally in the box, trunk press is done in presses resembling the cigar presses we have up on the wall here, under a sort of vise. Apparently it's a more involved, labor-intensive process, and it's supposed to yield just a bit more of a defined shape to the press of the cigar.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, it just looks like a box press, but
yeah,
but it's a trunk press, and no disrespect to the fine Patel, the folks at Patel Cigars.
Yeah, whatever kind of press this is, the construction is excellent.
It's great, yeah.
The draw is perfect.
Yeah, it's got a really nice draw. It had a really nice, sweet kind of earthy aroma to the wrapper. And then the foot, we both noted. I noticed like a toasted bread, and then you mentioned it was kind of a toasted rye.
Yeah, toasted rye, a little less pungent, but sort of a toasted rye.
Yeah, I thought maybe even like a squaw or something, but it's just definitely a toasted dark bread of some sort. It's great. And then the draw was nice, even draw, and kind of sweet again, kind of sweet, maybe a little bit of fruity something to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a powerhouse out the gate. But right from the light, I noticed sweetness that, in a lot of cigars, sometimes that spice is overpowering right at the beginning. But out the gate, that sweetness is mixed in there too.
The Maduro really took over on this. I thought it was going to be, because it's got a lot of Nicaraguan binder filler, I thought it was going to have a lot of spice and big, burny nose feel to it. On the retrohale too, it's just nice and creamy and smooth.
Yeah, even this early in the cigar, I'm surprised that the retrohale is quite manageable and is enjoyable.
I wouldn't even call it chocolatey. I mean, I'm getting kind of a fruitiness to it, and then this kind of toasted aroma, just on the smoke aroma.
Yeah, a fruity sweetness and a savoriness. I can't quite put my finger on. It's kind of a bready, savory quality.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Complex. It's very strong, but it's not just one of those kind of beat you over the head sort of cigars. There's a hell of a lot going on.
Yeah. As Dan mentioned, the construction's really nice on it. Just a really nice even wrap on it. A little veiny, but and kind of a matte finish. But it's starting to oil up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a really nice tight ash. There's no flakiness to it. Nice kind of white, slightly brindled ash. Uneven burn line, but pretty thick.
The wrapper is the beautiful sort of deep brown that just makes you think of chocolate or coffee when you see it.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, it makes you kind of salivate a little bit before you smoke it. Yeah,
exactly.
Kind of wet your whistle a little bit before you stick it in your mouth. It sounded really bad. Tonight we have Smoking Gorilla Richard in the lounge with us, so say hi, Richard.
Hi, Richard. A lot going on, just, not quite an inch in for me. I'm excited to see where this thing will go.
Same here. Wow, this cigar's kind of interesting.
A lot of different stuff going on.
Yeah, what do you got going?
Compared to the beginning,
what do you got going?
The sweetness wasn't as prominent.
You got it going on. Sorry.
How you doing?
How you doing?
The sweetness, after the first third or so, the sweetness wasn't quite as prominent. It got into more of a savory umami kind of thing. I got sort of a powdered sugar, borderline talky texture for a while. Like you said, a little bit of leather. Didn't really stick to the tongue, but there was sort of more substance to the smoke than I expected. And also the retrohales were not overpowering and sneeze-inducing the way I kind of expected from such a dark Nicaraguan cigar.
Yeah, I think we both expected like more pepper and stuff. Still like full-bodied, medium plus strength, I think, on the thing for such a short. I mean, it's like about, for you it would have been 45 minutes. For me, it was probably like an hour and 10.
Hour, yeah. 10, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was like this weird cacophony of sweet, sour, and a little chocolate and savory. Mm-hmm. So a lot of great flavors that played differently than, you know, it was kind of a different kind of vibe for me on this cigar, but enjoyable, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely like a, you know, pretty full-bodied, I think, cigar.
Yeah. And, you know, talking in terms of value, what it's about an $8.50 cigar.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah, more complexity than I tend to expect from a cigar in that price range.
Yeah, I totally agree, yeah. Complex, a lot of different flavor endings, plenty of smoke. We're both getting a lot of smoke on this thing.
Copious amounts of smoke, as they say.
Yeah. I would recommend this cigar, and it was on the top 25.
That's right.
CA 2016 top 25.
May have been like number 2.
I think it was number 2.
Yeah, they rated it 95 out of 100.
Yeah.
Not an expensive cigar. Definitely interesting. I'd say it's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, me too. So anyway, this has been the review of the Rocky Patel Sun-Grown Maduro. This is the Robusto, a trunk-pressed cigar.
That's right.
Yeah, and this has been Eric and Dan bringing the truth to the world.
One cigar at a time. Thanks.